All right, all right, y'all. Here we go. Here we go. So, all right, let's talk about this. Well, first, before I begin, let me do my little introduction. All right, welcome to the stage of history. I am your illustrious host, Kevin Uncanny Anytime. Hopefully, y'all can hear me. A lot of background noise going on, but yeah, got a good topic for y'all today. Simply because of the decisions that I've been making just in the past 2 days made me think about this. Right? It's like okay, um, I had there was like a 2 day notice of like okay, we could go out of town and uh, I was presented. Cool's mom was like, "Let's go out of town, do something for Cool before he starts going back to school." I really had a very short time to think about that because um, there's a whole bunch of stuff that I'm doing and trying to prepare for. Right, uh, the Mindset Matters next class, the posts that I do on Instagram and Facebook and all of that stuff. um, there's a whole bunch of stuff that was telling me like, don't do it, Kev, don't do it. And but at the same time, it was a part of me that was like, dude, like, take advantage of the opportunity, man. There's a few unknowns that you don't you're not aware of that could be greater possibilities, right? And so instead of me being like, oh well, I got this to do, I got that to do, it's this going on, it's that going on, this ain't gonna work, that ain't gonna work, I just simply decided to be like, yup, something great could happen, and just went right off of that feeling. I just went straight off of that feeling, like, nope, something great could happen, and decided to dive into that, y'all. That's what I'm saying. And don't get me wrong, I don't do this every single time. I don't be like, oh yeah, let's do it. You know what I mean? There are times where I'm like, there's a lot I got going on. I don't know if this is gonna work, or no, don't do that, right? But when you feel it, the initial feeling, trust your instinct. The initial feeling of, hey, this, just go ahead, just go do it. Trust that. Trust that. And that's not to say, I mean, who knows what could happen, right? There's just a lot of unknown possibilities in the quantum field. And gearing gearing the mind to believe, to think, to have faith that, hey, because I made this choice, something great may happen, will lead your life in a particular direction, right? So this is why I told y'all I'm so obsessed. Not really obsessed, but why Back to the Future is my favorite movie. It was one thing in particular. Sorry if the internet is choppy, but it was one thing in particular that dude said, that Doc Brown said. Key. He was like, because Marty back in the past, he like, don't look at anybody, don't touch anything, don't say nothing to nobody, right? And I thought about that. I was like, what is going? Why would he? He's because that's what it's about, y'all. That's literally life. He was that. Even though that's a fictional movie, the concept of that, y'all. Do you understand how important that is? Every single decision, every single choice you make, every single one is going to affect your future. That's why. That's why it's so important. That's why I was just like, nope, something great may happen. And it ties in also to the things that we talk about, as far as like your thoughts become things. And even listen, y'all, because this is what it ties all the way in holistically to everything, y'all, because this is literally what Jesus was talking about. He was telling the disciples that if you have faith of a mustard seed. Now you got to really think about this, because I was listening to this on the drive here. He said if you have faith of a mustard seed, You would tell this mountain to be lifted up and thrown into the ocean, and it will happen. So you got to think about that. Like, wait a minute. Okay, was that a metaphor, or was he like dead serious? That's something you should for real meditate on, because if he is walking through talking and saying I'm the truth, what what the heck does that mean, y'all? What the heck does that mean? Right? Really think about that. Like, I be thinking about stuff like that. I'm like, okay, well, dude was perfect. He was perfect, and there's no reason for him to lie. So what does that mean, y'all? That's what you really should contemplate, man. That's how minimal of belief and faith that we have inside of ourselves. Look up how small a mustard seed is. And he's saying, if you have faith of that size, the ridiculous possibilities that we possess, uplifting mountains, even if it is a metaphor, even if it is a metaphor, right? The size of something that you could move with a measure of faith that's like this big. You see what I'm saying? Really think about this stuff, y'all. This stuff be on my mind just throughout the days, man, that I'm living and experiencing life. I'm just like, something is up with that. Like, what is that about? But again, so then, I go into the science fiction realm, and then Doc Brown say, yeah, don't touch anything, don't move anything, don't talk to anybody, right? Because every single little decision affects your future. So if you combine the two, if you combine faith with knowing that every little decision affects your future, you gonna move different. And that's what allows me to come on here. That's what allows me to put up social media, to be on here. That's what allows me to present myself the way it is, because I'm like, yo, every decision is going to affect what's going to happen for me in the future. And no, I don't fully on no. Am I going to a particular goal? Yes, the goal is to help the world find its purpose, right? I'm trying to help people to find out who they really are, right? Because the world, the way it's constructed right now, it's designed to make you forget who you are. It's designed to make you identify with something outside of yourself. It's designed to say, oh yeah, I'm a banker, oh yeah, I'm a policeman, oh yeah, I'm this. And it's like, I get it, that's your profession, that's what you decided to do, but it's not you. It's not who you are. Once you really solidify who you are individually as a person, your identification, your name, right? That's why I chose my own last name, y'all. Y'all know, a lot of y'all know my last name is not Anytime, but I chose that because I'm like, that's me. I'm grabbing that and I'm choosing to call myself that once I actualized myself into existence fully and became aware, like, oh, I can actually call myself anything. So here's what I'm gonna choose. And that's what I decided to choose when I started becoming aware of, like, yo, I'm me. I'm me out here. Wait a minute. I get to walk around and be me. So then I went into the realm of thinking, like, well, can I just get paid to be me? And it has led me to this point in my life, right? To where I help build and found a $1 million company, and then now I get the equity from that, right? And it's not to say I'm anything special, y'all. All right, I'm not trying to portray anything. It's just that I had no idea that I was gonna do that in my life. I had no idea that I was gonna be able to do that in my life, right? To be able to get some form of tangible income without working a particular job. I didn't know that was possible. I heard them talking about it. I heard the motivational speakers talking about it. I heard them saying it, but I was like, how do I know? How do I know that this is true? I had to go into the realm of, first of all, making conscious decisions every single day to try and lead me towards that, and having faith, y'all. And having faith, man. Back to the future, y'all. Back to the future, dude. So, it's it's just really interesting when you really, really, really dive into the thinking of those things. Like I really want you guys to meditate on those two things that I said, man. The Back to the Future concept, where he went back in the past. He said, don't look at anything, don't touch anything, don't talk to anybody. You know what I mean? Because every little decision affects your future. So that's number one. Meditate on that for sure, 100%. Because that's stuff I be contemplating every day. And when I make little decisions, like the other day, I told a few people, I saw Damian Lillard at Scottsdale Fashion Square, and because I was a little insecure, I didn't talk to dude. But if I would have went up and be like, "Hey man, you want to wear some of my shirt? You want to, you here's what I'm doing for business," that would have completely changed my future. That would have completely changed my future, right? And he could have been like, "No, I'm good." But at the same time, it still would have completely changed my future, though. It's not about if he would have accepted the clothing or even been on board with what I was doing. I would have interjected into his timeline, which creates a ripple effect in the rest of life, y'all. I, I do not play games with this, y'all. I do not play games with this type of thinking. This is why I built the Mindset Matters Institute, because I'm like, if we all really, really get serious about that, like don't take life too serious, but if we all really, really get serious about those type of thoughts, the decisions we making, man, we gonna change the world, y'all. I'm on some world changing adventure. That's what I'm really on. I'm truly on that, y'all. I played enough video games. I played enough adventure games. That's all I used to play. It was adventure games, Tomb Raider, Grand Theft Auto, you name it, RPGs, all type of stuff. That's all I used to play all day, every day, and diving into those worlds. And now I'm like, yo, it's time to dive into this. It's time to dive into this. It's time to dive into real life and really see what you got, Kev. Like what you got, dog. Come on. What's up? What you gonna do? How you gonna conduct yourself? How you gonna be out here? And so I'm just I want y'all to feel that, man. Cause it's a crazy, it's borderline scary. You know what I mean? It's such a great living, lively feeling. You know how people are like extremists with like bungee jumping and jumping out of planes and doing all that type of stuff. This being consciously aware, trying to direct your life in a particular direction is the same type of feeling. I'm telling you. It's the same type of feeling. Because coming on here, I don't know who gonna be on here. I don't even know if people gonna be on here, right? I can be on here talking to myself all day, but I'm like, I'm showing up because I know that that decision is going to affect the future. It's going to affect the next step, right? So it's like, oh, it was like, Kev, I want to go to LA to take Cool to Disneyland and give him something before he go to school. And I sat there for a second and I'm like, let's do it. Like, nope, let's do it. Let's do it. I ain't got no videos prepared for so that I can really chill and rest into this. I'm just like, nope, let's get it in. Like, what else? What else, man? What else? Like, no, let's get it in. Let's get it in. Because if we got the opportunity, yeah, I'm gonna drive. Okay, I'll drive 6 hours. Let's do it. What the room take care of? Let's do it. Let's do it. Why not? You know what I mean? So it's like, really think about that, y'all. When you go into your life today, I hope I'm encouraging you. When you go into your life today, y'all, how much time I got left on this battery? Um, really, really, really consider what decisions you making, man. You know what I mean? And that goes into, being happy. That's free. That goes into giving a bum money. You know what I'm saying? That goes into um, catching the bus or riding your bike or taking the car or trains or whatever y'all got, wherever you are. You know what I mean? It's like every single little decision, man, taking a different route to work. You know what I mean? Tying your left shoe first, putting in the left pant leg first, brushing your teeth with your left hand, everything, y'all. Every little decision is going to affect your timeline going forward. And that's how I move, y'all. That's how I move. Is it perfect? No, no, not by any means. But y'all can I know y'all can feel what I'm saying. I'm dead serious about this. I'm dead serious about this. It's not a game. Do I lose track sometimes? Absolutely. But to keep that in the forefront of my brain though helps me to sometimes be present, be hyper present, to freeze the moment. Like, wait, okay, let's get that in. Let's get this in. I've done that a couple times, and that's what led me to this position. You know, when to initially build 3T, it was a split second thought decision, and now it allows me that decision allows me now to make moves like this. And this isn't like a super major move, but I'm very grateful. I'm grateful to God that I made that decision. You know what I mean? Because now I'm allowed to do things like this. So it's like just and obviously I'm going for more. Obviously I'm going for greater, right? I'm going for greater out of myself, my family, my living experience, period, y'all. My living experience, period. I just did the interview. Y'all look up this chick, excuse me, this woman on um on Instagram. Nupur Unchained. Traveling, you know what I mean? Um it's just interesting, man. Pratch, Mish, Zach, man. Love y'all, man. I love you guys, dude. I love you guys, man. Thank you. Josh, like Josh jumping in, because Pratchett. That's a whole nother thing. Like Josh, you on here now because you connected to Pratch, and then it's just these connections, man. It's just these connections that are made, and it's based off of me continuing to show up. It's like, yep, just keep showing up, Kev. I don't know what's gonna happen, but continue to show up, continue to do what you need to do. So yeah, my battery about to die, y'all. I love you guys very, very much. Please know that that's the truth. That's why I'm telling you this, because I want you to have the greatest experience in life that you can. All right. Good morning, everybody. Grand rising, everybody. All right. Rise and shine. Pratch, Zach, everybody that's on here watching this, man. I really appreciate you for sharing your energy with me. All right. You don't have to be on here listening to me, but man, I'm trying to help the world, dude. I'm trying to change stuff on a major scale, and it's because I know the possibilities of if if I do that, I know the possibilities of what could occur if we start really activating, if we really start diving into these thoughts. It'll really help us. Um, but yeah, y'all. Have a fantastic rest of the day. Okay, make the day great. Make somebody happy today, man. Make somebody's day. It's gonna create a ripple effect. It's gonna create a ripple effect, and it's gonna come back, man. It's gonna come back, and it's not that you're doing it for that expectation. It's a simple law, just like gravity. It's a simple law, just like gravity. The Bible says you reap what you sow. It's karma, same thing. You reap what you sow. It's the same thing, y'all. It's the same thing. It's a universal law. So if you creating positive ripple effects out there, y'all, it's going to come back to you. Why? Because that's how life is designed. It's just plain and simple. Plain and simple. All right. Remember, mindset matters more than anything else, y'all. I'm telling you, it matters more than anything else. All right. Have a fantastic rest of the day. Focus on the good, y'all. Look again for those who hasn't joined the Mindset Matters Institute. Y'all message me if you want to get in. Everybody, most of the people on here are in there, and you can message anybody that's in these comments and see what's up as far as how it's going. You don't have to hear it from me. But yeah, and then go get some gear. Go get some gear. Rep the crown, keep the mindset top of mind. All right. And look forward to the interviews. Me and Pratch show is gonna be airing today. It might be a little later. I gotta still edit it and stuff like that. But me and Pratch show will be airing today, and then we got a continuous show that we'll have every Thursday. So look forward to that too, y'all. But yeah, man. Shout out to everybody. If anybody out here in LA, shoot me a message. Maybe we can get up. But love you guys. Appreciate you very, very much. Make the day great. And I'll see y'all again. All right. Anytime. Out.